Throughout history, humans have gazed at the starry expanse, walked on the moon, and split the atom. Yet a fundamental question continues to baffle us. What is reality? It's a question that has captivated philosophers and scientists for centuries. It's a question that strikes at the very core of our existence. We often take for granted that the world we experience is an accurate representation of reality. Our senses, sight, smell, taste, touch, hearing, seem to provide a direct window to the world. But what if this is an illusion? What if our perception of reality is more malleable than we realize? This journey into the nature of reality takes us through the corridors of neuroscience, philosophy, and psychology. We'll explore how our brains construct our reality and how easily this construction can be manipulated. Prepare to question everything you thought you knew about the world around you. The truth, as they say, might just be stranger than fiction. From the moment we are born, our senses are bombarded with information. Light enters our eyes, sound waves vibrate our eardrums, and scents waft into our noses. This sensory input is the raw material from which our brains construct our understanding of the world. We tend to believe that our senses are reliable guides. We see a tree, and we assume it's really there. We feel the warmth of the sun on our skin, and we take it as evidence of the sun's existence. But what if this trust in our senses is misplaced? Our senses, while remarkable, are not perfect instruments. They are limited in their scope and susceptible to manipulation. Consider the visible light spectrum. We only perceive a tiny fraction of the electromagnetic spectrum. There's a whole world of information out there, radio waves, X-rays, gamma rays, that our eyes are simply not equipped to detect. This raises a crucial question. What else are we missing? What aspects of reality lie beyond the reach of our limited senses? To understand the nature of reality, we must first understand the limitations of our sensory perception. The human brain is the most complex structure in the known universe. It is responsible for processing the vast amounts of sensory information we receive and constructing our subjective experience of reality. But the brain is not simply a passive receiver of information. It's an active interpreter, filtering, organizing, and prioritizing the data it receives. Think of the brain as a sophisticated spam filter. It's constantly bombarded with information, but it only lets through what it deems important. This filtering process is essential for our survival. If we were consciously aware of every sensory detail around us, we'd be overwhelmed. However, this filtering process also means that our perception of reality is not always accurate. Our brains can be tricked, fooled, and manipulated. Optical illusions, for example, exploit the brain's shortcuts, revealing the gaps between perception and reality. The brain's filtering mechanism is a double-edged sword. It protects us from sensory overload, but also makes us vulnerable to illusions and misinterpretations. Understanding how the brain constructs reality is key to unraveling the mysteries of perception. The phenomenon of phantom limb syndrome offers a fascinating glimpse into the brain's role in constructing our bodily experience. Amputees often report vivid sensations, including pain, in their missing limbs. These sensations are not hallucinations. They are real perceptions generated by the brain. How can the brain perceive something that no longer exists? The answer lies in the brain's remarkable plasticity. When a limb is amputated, the brain doesn't simply erase the corresponding neural pathways. Instead, those pathways are often rewired, sometimes leading to the phantom limb phenomenon. Phantom limbs are a powerful reminder that our perception of our bodies, like our perception of the external world, is ultimately constructed by the brain. This construction can be influenced by a variety of factors, including past experiences, expectations, and even emotional states. The phantom limb phenomenon challenges our intuitive understanding of the body and its relationship to the mind. It highlights the brain's remarkable ability to adapt and rewire itself, even in the face of significant physical changes. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of perception and reality. If you've got any thoughts or opinions, please share them in the comments below. And if you want to see more philosophical explorations, be sure to subscribe for more videos like this one.